A white rabbit rushes past, muttering to himself.
Oh dear, I shall be late.
A rabbit with a waistcoat and a watch.
A rabbit and a watch? I must follow him.
Without another thought, Alice races after him and tumbles down a deep, mysterious rabbit hole, falling into wonderland. After a series of puzzling changes, growing far too tall and shrinking terribly small, Alice becomes overwhelmed.
I can't help it. Everything is confusing.
Her tears form a great pool around her. Soon, she finds herself swimming alongside a curious collection of animals.
Why are you crying?
To try themselves, the doodoo proposes a most unusual solution.
We shall have a campus race.
And so, they run in circles with no beginning and no end.
Everybody has fun and all this presents.
And thus, Alice learns her first lesson in Wonderland. Sense is optional. Wandering onward, Alice discovers a caterpillar perched upon a mushroom, calmly blowing rings of smoke.
Who are you? I don't know anyone.
The caterpillar offers mysterious advice.
This side of this mountain will make you grow taller. The other side will make you grow shorter.
In Wonderland, even a simple snap can change everything. Continuing her journey, Alice finds herself in a crooked little house at the edge of the forest. Inside sits the Duchess, calm and composed, as though chaos, the most natural thing in the world.
Dear child, just if I told you. I hope I let everything. Of course not. There's always time for a little conversation, especially one-on-one. Quite formal.
The Duchess draws closer to Alice, speaking in a low, knowing voice.
Everything has a moral. One can find have the lesson. Of course, take care of the sense and the socials during the walk.
Alice isn't entirely sure what that means, but she has learned that in Wonderland, words often matter less than they appear to.
The moral of the lesson is take care of your distance.
Deciding she has puzzled over enough morals for one day, Alice politely excuses herself and continues deeper into the forest. Before long, Alice hears lively chatter drifting through the trees. Following the sound, she discovers a long table set beneath the branches. Teacups, plates, and crumbs cover every inch, yet there seem to be far more seats than guests. At the table sit two blurred figures, the Mad Hatter and the Dormouse, who appears to be fast asleep. No room! No room! Without waiting for an invitation, Alice sits down. Have some wine.
I don't see anyone.
There isn't any.
Then you must have very still you to offer.
The Hatter ignores this and suddenly pulls out a watch, shaking it in frustration.
2 days wrong. Time must be dreadfully offended.
How can time be?
If you knew time as I do, you wouldn't speak of wasting it. It's always 6 o'clock now. Always. Tea time.
Alice notices the endless rows of blue cups.
What happened when you reach the end of the table?
One place on.
At that very moment, he leans closer with sudden seriousness.
Why is a raven like a raven nest?
No. Please.
I haven't the slightest idea.
The dormouse hears briefly. Then he falls silent again. Alice stands, brushing crumbs from her dress.
This is the most tea party I ever attended.
Leaving the Mad Hatter riddles and the dormouse whose trees, Alice walks back into the forest, wondering if she will ever find a place in Wonderland, where questions have answers. But in this curious land, perhaps questions are the only answers there are. As confusion grows, a strip appears in the branches above.
Please tell me which way I ought to go from here. We're off a man here.
And with that, the cat slowly fades until nothing remains but its mysterious smile. At last, Alice arrives in a grand garden filled with bright red roses and nervous-looking gardeners. At the center stands the Queen of Hearts, surrounded by a crowd of courtiers and playing cards. Flamingos are handed out as medals, and hedgehogs curls into balls upon the grass.
How strange.
The flamingo in her hands wriggles and stretches its long neck, while the hedgehog refuses to stay still. The trumpets sound. Let the game begin! Immediately, the game dissolves into chaos. The archers wander away. The hedgehogs scuttle off. The players argue loudly about whose turn it is. The queen storms across the lawn. Off with the head! A poor card soldier trembles.
Conceding on to you, perhaps only a warning.
Off with his head! Alice watches in amazement. No one seems truly clenched, yet everyone looks terrified. Her flamingo twists around and stares at her. Across the garden, arguments break out at every move. The queen shouts more and more orders. Off with his head! Off with her head! Off with Alice begins to realize something important.
There's only color.
The thought makes her stand a little taller. The queen's voice, once booming and frightening, now sounds smaller and shriller. But before Alice can say more, a royal messenger rushes forward. The trial is about to begin. At once, the croquet game is abandoned. The queen swims away toward the courtroom, and the king hurrying behind her. Alice hesitates only a moment before following. After all, in Wonderland, one curious event always leads to another. After many strange adventures, riddles without answers, games without rules, and queens without patience, Alice wanders to the quiet edge of Wonderland. There, beside a shimmering sea, she meets the griffon and the sorrowful mock turtle sitting upon a rock.
Oh, it's all so very sad. It is mostly his fancy, but he does enjoy a good song. Once, I was a real nerd, and we went to school in the sea. Reading and writing, ambition, distraction, magnification, and derision.
The mock turtle begins to sing a slow, thrilling song about the lobster quadrant, while the griffin sways to the rhythm. across the water like a fading memory. For the first time, Wonderland feels almost peaceful. Alice looks out over the sea and thinks about all she has seen. The white rabbit hurrying past, the wriggling halter, and the smiling Cheshire cat, the shouting queen. So many strange creatures, so many strange rules, and yet
Perhaps always seems really wonderful.
the griffon gives a small nod. The mock turtle sighs one last time, though this sigh is softer, almost content. A gentle breeze steers. The sea begins to shimmer. The colors of Wonderland grow lighter and lighter.
Don't forget the dance.
And just like that, the shore, the sea, the griffon, and the mock turtle slowly dissolve into the golden light. Alice stands alone for a moment in the quiet. Then she smiles. Turning around, their surroundings turn normal once again.
What a curious and wonderful dream.
Was it only a dream? Or does Wonderland linger wherever imagination lives? For those who dare to be curious, for those who dare to question the ordinary, Wonderland is never very far away. And so, our tale ends. But perhaps, like Alice, you too may one day follow our rabbit and discover a world of wonder.